What's up, guys? It's me, Jammin' Music Man, and in this video I just wanted to spend a couple of minutes just talking about what my life's been like these past 2 years since the passing of my father. Of course, my father passed away on August 20th, 2016, one of the worst days of my whole life. And you know, August 20th was just last week, so I really spent this whole week just, you know, thinking and reflecting on my life, his life, and you know what the future holds for me. It's kind of you know, scary to think what the future is going to be like. You know, so I just want to talk to people out there who has had to deal with the passing of a loved one. I mean, you're not the only one out there. There's people out there that you can talk to. Of course, you know, there's days that I spend, you know, just quiet. I mean, of course I have my 3 dogs here. I mean, I do talk to my dogs, but of course they can't talk back. But, you know, there's days you wish you could talk with somebody, and you know, my dad's not here, so you know, I kind of struggle with that, not having somebody to talk to. You know, there are depressing days, but you know, you find a way to keep pushing forward. I mean, you just can't just stay depressed all the time. You have to find something to motivate you, whether it's something or someone. You have to stay motivated, because if you just stay stuck in this rut of just being depressed, then you know, nothing's going to change for you. Nothing's going to change for the better. But you know, my father, you know, like I said, he passed away 2 years ago now, and he was a diabetic. In the last few years of his life, he was having to go to dialysis 3 times a week. And for anybody out there who knows somebody who's had to go through dialysis, you know it's not a fun experience by no means. And so, I mean, the last few years of his life, it was just a big struggle for him to go through. And you know, my father, he passed away in a hospital. You know, the day that he passed away, he actually called me that morning, and he told me that he you know, he wanted me to go get his medicine at the pharmacy, and I told him I would, and I had to work that day. And one of the last things I told him was I loved him, and you know, of course he told me he loved me back. And he had called me that morning. And then I got the phone call about 5 o'clock that day. And you know, of course, you know, it was one of the worst days of my whole life, like I just said. But you know, on a positive note, a couple of months before my father passed away, he got to see himself on national TV. I probably have told you guys this story before. My father knew this guy. They had worked together, and the guy's wife ended up killing him. And maybe some of you guys out there have seen that show Snapped. Well, Snapped got in contact with my father, and they interviewed him. And you know, like I said, they interviewed him, and the episode aired a couple of months before he passed away. And I'll add a clip of my father on Snap right now so you guys can check it out.
Everybody knew him, knew that was a lie. As soon as they heard that, that's the first thing they said, she's lying. Because Buzzy was not an aggressive person. I never seen him get in a fight. I never seen him, you know, I never heard anybody say anything bad about Buzzy. You know, everything was said about him was good, you know, because he tried to help people. He just, you know, like I say, no matter who they were, if he saw you in the store and he knew you, he's going to speak to you and things like that. You know, he just was just a nice guy. Really, one of the, you meet 2 or 3 nice people in your life, and and you remember them and you keep up with them, and then Buzzy was one of those people. I don't think she ever wanted to get married in the first place, you know. And I think Buzzy just stepped into it, you know. And that was what he wanted more than anything. He wanted to be married to Teresa. And then when he was married to Teresa, I think he found out that it wasn't what he thought it was going to be. I just, I've thought about that a lot. Why it happened that way, but there's no good answers, you know. She's the only one that could give you an answer to that. I can't, you know. She's the only one that could explain to you what she did. And I wouldn't, on my part, I wouldn't put a lot of faith in what she said. He was a person that cared about other people. And he was a hard worker. He was a friendly guy. He was an intelligent guy. I don't know. He was just you don't meet a lot of people like that. You know, like I say, he quit school and he went back and he got degrees, and you know, he tried to make the world a better place. You know, he tried to help himself, and he tried to help other people too. You know, he didn't. You know, like I say, when we was working, if he was caught up, he'd go over and help somebody else. You didn't find a lot of people that would do that. Most of the time, it was, you know, I'm looking after myself. But you know, if Buzzy was caught up, he'd go help somebody. It didn't matter if it was his best friend or somebody he didn't even hardly know. You know, he would just do that. He was just a nice guy. I think Teresa just had these tantrums she come up with. And, you know, I don't know anything about her much. Other than, you know, I've heard that when she come up, that she was a spoiled child, that whatever she wanted, she got. And then when she got married, it was the same thing, you know. And I don't, like I say, I don't think she thought about what she was doing when she married Buzzy. I don't think she realized what was going to happen and all of this. And when I heard she got 8 years, only 8 years for murder, that's ridiculous. When Buzzy got killed, it kind of took away a lot of my faith in people. And then when she got sentenced, it took a lot away of my faith in the judicial system.
I'm glad my father got to see himself on TV right before he died. I believe the episode aired in like June, and my father passed away in August. So that was one of, you know, a good memory that I have of him, that he got to see himself on TV right before he passed away. But, you know, in closing, I just want you guys to know that I'm doing all right. I'm paying the bills. You know, I'm taking care of my dogs. And, you know, I do have my days where, you know, I'm just depressed. But I still, you know, I still keep pushing forward. But there are days, I'm not going to lie. But, you know, just wanted to talk to you guys and talk to people out there who are dealing with the same thing that I've had to do with it. And I just want you guys to know that you're not alone. And if you ever want somebody to talk to, you know, hey, I'm always on here. Link will be in the description box to my other social media sites. If you ever want to talk, you know, I'm always here. But guys, I'm Jammin' Music Man. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.